Welcome back, superstar. In this video, I'm going to share with you a process step by step for how to design your signature coaching program. Let's go. A signature coaching program can become the cornerstone of your entire coaching business. That's what accidentally happened to me about 9 years ago when I developed my first signature coaching program, which I still deliver to this day, which I still fill up every single time with incredible clients that end up staying with me for years and years. And that's really the why behind the beauty of creating a signature program. It's a way to initially give people a beautiful, juicy, compelling outcome. It's a way to establish new relationships with clients, to have something to bring them into, and then that leads into future programs with you. I think of it as a stepping stone to everything else you provide, almost like a prerequisite or a foundational program with the fundamentals. So speaking of myself as a case study for this video, I will share with you that I've done lots of different programs over the years. Some of you may remember I did a program 11 years ago called Make Them Beg. I had a Superstar Accelerator program. I've had various programs over the years, but this is the first time that I synthesized everything that I did and distilled it down to one core foundational program, and that's the program I've been iterating now for several years. So here we go. The first thing is that you want to identify the problem that your clients face. Now, this is the most urgent and pervasive problem, the one that they're clear that they want to solve, the one that they already realize is a problem. You don't want to build your foundational program around a problem people don't even know they have yet. Save that for later and make sure that your initial signature program that brings people in and is the stepping stone to what lies beyond is something that they already know that they want and need. Consider that you don't want to address too much in your signature program. My advice is have one really juicy, compelling outcome, one big thing that they need. I'll give you an example of my own business. My signature program that solves the initial problem of, hey, I want to scale and grow my coaching business. How do I do that? The outcome that I offer is you're going to walk away from this signature program with clarity and a plan and a business model for this new iteration of your business. So that's it. That's the umbrella outcome. We're going to develop this business plan. And then once they've done that, there's going to be more to do, but that's a very juicy, compelling outcome that people will feel satisfied with. And that's really what you want for your fundamentals program, because the vast majority, or maybe not the vast majority, but most people will probably complete that and move on. And some of those people might move on into a later program, but you want to make sure that the ones that just do that signature program and leave, that they got a great experience and a great outcome. The second thing to do is to come up with a process for how do you get to solve this problem and generate this outcome. Write down all the different steps. I like to do a mind map. And by the way, I have a few videos where I actually show you how to do a mind map, and I do an example of a mind map. So you might want to check out some of my other videos. And while you're at it, please hit the like button to this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, back to here. So lay out all the different steps that need to happen to get from this problem state to this solution state. Once you have all those steps, you'll want to organize them, right? Make sure that you have them in the right order, and then look at, all right, what does it look like to go from step 1 to step 2? How much time is needed? Is this a 15-minute thing, or is this a 2-week kind of thing, right? Because once you figure out what each step is going to take, that's going to give you the timing for your program. So that you're going to map out the timing. Once you have the timing, that's pretty much your program. You've got the juicy outcome. You know what the steps are. You know how long it's going to take. Now you want to name your program, right? Name it something sexy and fun. I kind of love to name things. So I've got Make Them Beg course, which is all personal branding. I've got one called Retreats to Riches, one called Superstar Accelerator. You know, my current foundationals program that's 9 years old is called Superstar Business Breakthrough. So find a cool name that aligns with your brand and that also tells people what it is. Then it's time to beta test it. A beta test can look like either offering it for free, which I actually don't recommend because I believe that people will show up more and do the work better if they pay something, but maybe give them a special price for being part of the beta program, the beta group program, or you can beta test it one-on-one, right? But I'm a big believer that if you're going to turn it into a group program, you'll want to test it as a group program. So depending on how you want to deliver this program in the future, that's how you would want to beta test it. Also, think about, well, once they've got this outcome, what's next? What needs to be done? You know, what's the opportunity? What's the new problem that emerges from this process? And build your big back end offer. What comes next? What are you going to invite these people into somewhere around 2/3 of the way through the foundational program? And then finally, you get to launch it out into the world, which obviously requires some sort of marketing plan or strategy, which I'm not going to get into in this video, but you can go find my other videos about how to market and launch a coaching program. Hope you found this video helpful. If you're interested in me supporting you with launching and growing your group coaching or private coaching practice, let's connect. You can find out more at superstaractivator.com/go.